Hi, everybody. Nancy Hart here, Whole Heart Evolution, and your certified life mastery consultant. It is Wednesday, and we are talking about the big stretch. Here's the question for you: when was the last time you took a big stretch? I'm meaning more than just getting out of the chair and just kind of getting the shoulders moving and the head moving and all that. And oh, by the way, if you haven't done that in a while and you've been sitting at your chair, please get up and do that. Please go touch your toes. Get your body moving. Get your body moving. I'm actually talking about it tonight on two levels because, of course, it's something that I happen to be going through in my life right now. And there are two things that I would offer us as a challenge, as an opportunity to grow, to stretch, maybe get a little uncomfortable, maybe get a lot uncomfortable, but it's all in the service of our growth. And boy, isn't it fun when we see the results of, I don't know, something that might seem challenging to us and see the great things that we can create from that when we really stretch ourselves into our potential. So here are the two examples from my life. See what resonates with you. First and foremost, physically, anybody ever tried to hop on a rebounder? The little mini trampolines, right? What we were really good at as kids, and I watched my friends, 5 and 4-year-old, bounce on it, and I've actually been on the trampoline with them. And let's just say what I could do in high school and what I could do in college is not quite what I can do at this stage of my life right now. But it is really interesting that a dear friend, to help me with my exercise routine, got me one of those little mini trampolines, a mini rebounder. And you know something? Isn't it funny how quickly we learn about where our center of gravity is, how quickly we learn how strong we are, how quickly we learn that, well, a rebounder one isn't for a backflip like the big trampoline is. But it certainly can be as challenging and as interesting. It can be uncomfortable finding that balance. And yet, here it is in service of my growth, strengthening my core, giving me greater resilience, helping me on my goal of providing that strength so I can get back on the big trampoline with the kids and do a backflip. I really could do one before. But again, in service of my growth and in service of some fun. That's the easier one. Excuse me. The second one, and I would really challenge you to kind of dive your feet into this one. This is one of those opportunities of really stretching in service of a dream that I have. And something that is manifesting a part of that dream. And it's a new website for myself. And if there are any of you out there who have developed a website, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. And I'm not necessarily talking about the coding of it. I'm talking about really getting your head around who are you, what do you want to say, and then how do you communicate that to all the people who are coming together to support you in this project. It's humbling. You think you've had a career as a creative? Well, let's just say this is a whole nother level of soul searching. It's a great opportunity to do that. There are moments that feel really invigorating and really wonderful as we start to navigate the content and navigate the pages and, wow, what is this? And really speak into who, for me personally, I am as a brand, in particular, this particular work I'm doing with you right now. And then there are days that I feel a lot like, you remember the Gumby dolls that you could like stretch and pull and kind of poke you along for the ride? Or those stretch toys that you could really stretch out, right? Until, it felt like it was breaking. Yeah, there are moments like that too. It's a big stretch, but it's a big stretch with a purpose. It's a big stretch with a purpose. It has stretched me in ways mentally. It's stretched me in ways creatively. It stretched me with an opportunity to learn how to be seen a different way. To, as they say in the prayer of St. Francis, to understand so that we may be understood. Fascinating, fascinating process. All in the service of being able ultimately to help others. It's fascinating stuff, folks. And it's really interesting to go through not just this exercise, but this process. And I would really encourage you, if you haven't done this for a while, challenge yourself. What is something that you would absolutely love to do? What would be a really big stretch for you? What would you be willing to do and willing to try and take on? And actually be willing to be uncomfortable in service of a greater good, in service of a greater goal. I'd think about that if I were you. It's a great, great opportunity, particularly now as we're stepping through the season of renewal in many philosophies and many religions in the turns of the season. What a great opportunity. And I wanted to share with you just a thought. It's out of a book I've read. It's called The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by an author and financial advisor by the name of T. Harv Eker. Now, the book is a lot about money, but the book has also got some good philosophical moments in it, too. And Harv talks about this idea of discomfort along the way, discomfort along the path. Yeah, this is the book we're talking about here. And it's late in the book, page 172. He says something like this. And he happens to be speaking it in terms of wealth, but think of it as full spectrum wealth. Income, yes, but full spectrum wealth as well. He says, rich and successful people have a big comfort zone and they are constantly expanding to be able to attain and hold more wealth, which means they're willing to stretch. And he talks about discomfort. He says, nobody has ever died of discomfort. Yet living in the name of comfort has killed more ideas, more opportunities, more actions, and more growth than anything else combined. Comfort kills. If your goal in life is to be comfortable, I can guarantee you two things. He says, first, you will never be rich. Second, you will never be happy. Interesting, in a book about finance. He says this, happiness doesn't come from living a lukewarm life, always wondering what could have been. Happiness comes as a result of being in our natural state of growth and living up to our fullest potential. Harv Eker. Ladies and gentlemen, take a stretch. Challenge yourself. Take a stretch. Get out of that comfort zone. Step into your natural state and create something you would absolutely love. Get into the stretch and, oh, by the way, keep the body moving as well in the process. Hey, I'd love to hear from you about this. What are you stretching? What are your stretch goals? What are you stepping into? And are these words helpful to you? Love to hear from you on that. So do pop some comments in the chats that are available in the comment sections. Take your big stretch, but be it physical, be it financial, be it stretching to a new goal and something that you would love. And on that happy note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week. Take care. Keep stretching. Bye-bye for now.